Okay, YouTube's Harry back again, just with a bit of an update on my gaming computer, the modded HAF X Case, Intel X79 Pro board in there with a 3820 processor, 1866 RAM, Dominator, 2 XFX 7950s in Crossfire, 1200 AX Corsair power supply, and this is one of the mods that I've done. Put a radiator, 60mm thick radiator in the bottom with cut the bottom of the case out and sat it in there. Once I get it, it lights up inside, so it'll be a bit better for you to see. Around the front I've got an Alpha Cool Bay Res, some this is CPU, water temperature, core temperature, graphics card, water temperature, graphics card, in the bottom graphics card, GPU temperature, and this is Lamptron's Touch 6 fan controller. Got all the front out here, got a 120 fan in the front. So what I do is I switch it on, and then you can see what she's like. So that's what it, as it comes up at the front. I've got one of the grills left in there because the radiators, I could put something there, but I'm not going to bother. Alpha Cool. And these are the temperature. I see this one's a little bit dark. And then the touch, you just got to touch this little bottom there and it comes up. What I've got on this, it's a 6 fan controller, so positions 1 and 2 are the top radiator, 3 and 4 are the bottom radiator, 5 is front and rear fan, and 6 is the fan in the power supply. So what I can do with this, which is good, is I can turn, when I'm not gaming, I can turn either the 2 outside fans off on the top rad, or the middle one I can turn off. And down here I can either turn off these 2 fans here and keep these ones running. As you can see, these 2 are not running at the moment, they're not doing anything, so it's still pulling air up through here. And also the middle fan, the top there, is not running, so I just take the side casing off, and then we can have a look inside. Put the case so down. So we start from the top. As you can see, the rear fan, middle fan is not on. That fan is working. And also at the bottom, this front fan is not on. This fan is, so it's still pulling air through this side, but not through this, because I've got the air coming through the front. All the fans on the radiators are Corsair SP static, SP high performance. I've got a couple of Be Quiets, one at the front and a 140 at the back. As you can see, I've got the EK water blocks on the RAM and the CPU. The name of this computer is Blueice, so I thought the blue with the white would make it look quite good. I'm happy with it. All acrylic tube, hard lined. The only thing would be nice if you could get those excess PC blocks and just put a couple of white LEDs in, and then you could have this piece here lit up white as well. So they're the HAF 7950s. I've got a water temperature here coming out the graphics card, and see at the back there is a water temperature coming out the CPU. I have a flow meter there because when it was running, I couldn't tell if the water was moving because I didn't get anything in there in the reservoir telling me that there was movement there. So what I did is I bought one of them bits power and just put it in there, just so I know the water's actually moving around and the pump is working. So I'll just shut up for a minute, and then you can. I'm about 18 inches away. The noisiest thing here at the moment is power supply. The power supply is the noisiest thing in the case. What I've done is I've overclocked it. The 3820 is now overclocked to 4.7 gigahertz. Can't remember what the RAM is done to. Graphics cards at stock at the moment. This is the gaming rig. I've ran some benchmarks on it. I've stressed it out with Ada 64 Extreme. Everything works perfect. I also, by the way, I also did a mod here. I got a Alpha Cool UT60 360mm rad in the top, and I cut the top of the case out. So I lifted the radiator up through the roof into there, so I can get the fans on the inside and still have 15mm of space just above that, just above there, which works out well because it blows air in here. This back fan blows air in across over to these, over to the heat sinks here, and then it sucks it out. This is blowing in some good air. This one here blows in some good air, so it's coming up across the board, up and then out the top. And okay, this is sucking it out, but that's the noise. Power supply is a noisy thing. A good idea would be to get one of them HX 1000i's or excuse me, one of those to put in it. But what I'm thinking of doing, see that tube at the back that goes around there? What I was going to do, because this is going to go into my main office. This is a room where I build the stuff at the moment. I wasn't going to use it for my main everyday, well not every day, but evening where I watch TV and stuff like that, and a gaming rig. So I put the tube at the back like this, out the way, and back in there. But what I want to do is I want to get a TV card in that little PCI slot down underneath there, and I can't get it in with the tube. So what I might do is bring this tube out the front and then turn this at 90, come along here and then back, but keep this and the next tube. It should be near enough. If I've got to put a little spacer in here, I've got some, I can just drop that so these two tubes here stay in line across the front. But I check all that out. I've got a 240 HyperX in the back. I took all these latches off the side, got rid of all the drive bays obviously, and what I've done is I put a piece of black perspex on the side of there. Also down the back where the HyperX is, I put a piece of black perspex there so it hides the cables. You can't see, too much blue light. Down the back of there, so the cables go in behind this perspex at the back, blocks off the back section. But it's showing it way brighter than what it really is on the camera, because what I can see here, you can just see the light glow of the pipe. acrylic tubing, the odd spark will come in off the monsoon revolver fittings that I used with it. I think it's 10 ID and 12 OD on the tubing, but it went together brilliant, and the flow on this is coming out the reservoir down into the bottom rad, out the bottom rad into the graphics cards parallel loop, up to the CPU, out the CPU into the top rad, out the top into the RAM, and this is the only way I could get over that. Coming around now, I didn't, you know, I didn't want really angled stuff. I wanted to try and keep it horizontal and vertical. I'm not happy with this. I'm going to change this and have this top one coming round and in like this bottom one, and then somehow get it out through there so it looks pretty level like that one on the PCI cables coming from the graphics cards. Other than that, let me know what you think. I'm thinking of building a new one Christmas time this year, 2015, but I think that's about all you can do to a HAF X Case, but maybe I can think of some more stuff. If any of you guys got any ideas, let me know, but that's about it at the moment. Okay, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you like the video, and please leave your comments about the build. Thanks very much.